Alright, welcome back everybody. Back on the Sky Factory. So today I want to do something a little different. Something we haven't done anything like yet. We're going to fight a couple of bosses. Before we do that, I want to pull these bags out of here. See what kind of goodies we get. Let me get those. So yeah, last time we got the chest built. The big old chest. The big old chest of chesticles. Oh look, I didn't mean to open that, but got an ender portal. That's cool. Can always use one of those. I was trying to open this thing just to see. Been letting this thing run for quite a while now. Just kind of in the background of the computer here. You can see it. These chickens are nuts, man. They go crazy. I didn't realize they were going to produce this much stuff. Somehow, I don't know how I ended up with all this stuff in here. I don't guess it matters, but so that does bring me to a point. I went ahead and hooked up this thing with the external storage. Maybe that's why. I thought that just allowed me to access this, like to see and take things out, not necessarily put things in. Of course, that might be. I was under the impression the filters were just to be able to see things either way. But one thing that does do is show you this thing holds 7 million items, so that's freaking insane. We should never have to worry about storage drives anymore, huh? So anyway, yeah, I went ahead and hooked this thing up to the system, so that's cool. I really wasn't intending on depositing anything in there, but that's fine. If it wants to do that, then let it do it. So cool. I also went ahead and I bred a couple more chickens here. These uranium ones. Got some uranium chickens and yellorium just for an extra source of those. The uranium basically is the same deal. It's just more. Like, it's hard to explain. When you plug it into the reactor, it turns directly into yellorium. Or like like if you put it in, then you try to pull it right back out. It only gives you yellorium out. I don't know what the conversion rate is, but it's like 8 to 1 or something maybe. I don't know. Either way, I just extended this thing up a couple levels higher. Of course, that the fuel rod's inside there and more water. I might actually, depending on how many diamonds I have, 77 plus. See how many this essence can give us. Another 11, 88. That's 9 blocks. That's still not enough. You can cool this thing with diamond. That's one of the achievements in the book too, is build one of these maximum size and then cool the whole thing with diamonds, which is just an insane amount of stuff, diamond wise. So anyway, excuse me. I'm not going to do that today, obviously. So anyway, let's go ahead and open these bags up, see what we get. Yeah, I made a couple of these apples too, for our next little adventure here. Actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and roll that intro. Alright, cool. So let's see what we get. Some more skulls. That's always good. I'm going to plant one of these. You know what? Let's go ahead and... Hey, wait a minute. Okay, there they are. Did it just glitch out on me? Or am I just... My brain glitched out. Something happened there. It's, I don't know what this thing's going to do. I'm kind of scared. Because some things you plant and they just grow into these gigantic nuisances. It won't even go in this. I don't know where these belong. Oh well. Whatever. Pants. Don't need those. More pants? Yep. Got double pants. Double pants action. Okay. Not the greatest. Not the worst. I did screw up a little bit. I moved this thing over closer to my system. I actually had it hooked up to this little just exporter, and I had it pulling up. I get a ton of eggs, and I was just like, you can take the most of them, not all of them. Like the lava eggs turn into like just a source block of lava. Those don't convert, and there might be one or two more, but most of these eggs you can just craft into, like this is glass chicken. One glass chicken egg crafts into 4 vanilla eggs. But I don't really need these eggs. And they keep producing them anyway, so even if I trashed them all. So basically what I did is I pulled this thing over here and set it to export eggs, and put a bunch of speed upgrades and stuff in here, stack upgrades, so it was like pulling out. You can see I've had lava because it doesn't convert those, so I had them going on this trash can. But it had like 100 bags or something in it, and then I thought maybe I could just move it and take it back over there, but apparently when you do that, it destroys everything inside of it. So that sucked. Anyway, I guess since this is here, we can just do that, do some of these in here, throw that stuff in here. So I've got my obsidian. I grabbed a bunch of that. I want to make this angel block. Gold, obsidian, couple feathers. No problem there. Pop that out. I got a couple of these apples. I made this sword. It's just, I'll go over here and show you how those look. It's just two tool rods. Say that 5 times fast. A large sword blade, and then this, whatever, what do they call that thing? Plate pattern, whatever that is. So I used, I think I used a piece of paper, a piece of bone to give it the splintered effect, and then manual in here and here for damage, basically. So this thing's pretty kick-ass. It's 26.75 damage. So that's cool. Reason for that is we're about to summon some withers. And before I go too far, I need to grab some soul sand in my wither skulls. Just grab some of these and some of this. I think that should be all we need. And then we're just going to fly away from everything. Don't need to go too high up, I don't think, because they like to go up when they're attacking anyway. I just want to get a far distance away from the base so that when these things start shooting their fireballs everywhere, wither balls or whatever you want to call them, it doesn't wreck our base. We might still get a little bit of collateral damage, but it's not going to be hopefully too terrible. And once we've done that, we can pick that up. So yeah, that angel block is just a block that can be placed without having something to place it against, which is cool. It lets us just make a space out of nothingness like this. Don't need to make this crazy big. Just big enough to make this little altar that we have to make to summon the wither, which is what the soul sand and the skulls are for. This should be plenty fine. We're using obsidian because when these things spawn, they spawn in a fiery ball of explosionness. And pretty much anything less than obsidian, it just completely obliterates when they spawn. So, all right, let's make sure we got everything in order here. Got my armor on; it's in decent condition. Got my apples ready to go. These premium apples are awesome. It gives you 2 minutes of all those buffs. So that's good. It basically makes you invincible. I do have a little bit of food in case I need it. Let's go ahead and start kind of putting this stuff close to each other for easy access. Alright, let's do it. So yeah, you need 4 soul sands, and then one of these skulls, it doesn't matter, you have to put 3 skulls down. One of the skulls has to be the last piece to be placed or it won't work. And boom, there you go. So then what we're going to do is get away from this guy because he's about to explode. You can see his life bar filling up. He's kind of spawning in. So we're going to go ahead and eat this right now. And here we go. He's ready to be attacked. So we're gonna shoot him with this. The reason I made the sword was because once they get to half health like this, these projectiles don't do anything. So we have to go in manual, whack him with the sword. They also regen health, so you want to be kind of quick about it. Don't need these guys regenning back to more than they need or you need. And there you go. That's a wither, one wither down. And you can actually see he even this stuff he still managed to blow up a couple chunks of that. So that's all right, not too terrible. So we got a little bit of essence off of him, which is whatever. This is what we're after right here. Not even sure what these do. It's a mod that does something. I'm sure there's a reason for them. I just don't know what it is, or if we care. But yeah, that's that. Wither dead. Sweet. So since we're up here and we've got the stuff, let's just do that one more time. One more again. So we're gonna just do the same thing. Oh, that didn't work. Boom, there we go. Get away. Notch. Nice. It's Notch. Let's eat this apple. And let's go. Bring it on, bro. Yeah, so as soon as they explode like that, it's game time. Game on. Alright, half health. Sword action. Get wrecked, son. That's it. Die, die, die. Alright, so my sword looks to be in decent condition, so I think I'm gonna go one more time here, just to collect another star while we're up here. I didn't bring any torches, so when we leave away from here, this will probably start spawning monsters, but that's alright. Not too worried about those guys anymore, especially way up here. And once we come, whenever we have to come back up here, we can just wreck them with our shuriken. I still got a minute and a half of that last apple. I think I'm just going to let that ride and see. Hopefully we don't die here. Let's do it. Get some! Get some! Yeah, you can see it's kind of finicky as far as the hitbox on these things. I kind of try to aim for that middle head. Seems to be about the best place. Just want to keep an eye on our health here because we are withered. And it's kind of hard to tell when the hearts disappear, like they're starting to now. Looks like our regen is still kicking in though, so that's good. There we go. Yeah, nice. We still got a few seconds of some of this. 45 seconds and the wither's about to wear off, so we're good. Ugh. I don't know if I want to push it one more time. This durability on this sword's not the greatest. Yeah, alright. We got 3. That's good. That's good for now. We can do some things with 3 wither stars. So now that we've got wither stars, though, we can start thinking about... I'm actually going to probably have to go and look at actually how to do it. I've seen them, I've just never actually done them. There is this witherproof glass. Reinforced glass, it's witherproof. So it looks like there's 2 different kinds here. 3 different kinds. Well, there's a bunch of different kinds apparently, but I want this clear stuff that's kind of see-through. Wither skeleton essence, soul glass. Soul glass is easy enough. This is going to take a couple mob chunks, but that's not super hard to get. Wither skeleton skull and glass to make 1 piece of... Yeah, that just seems way more expensive than this. Because all we need for this is 4 mob chunks that are pretty easy to get, and then we can just grow the stuff all we want, right? So I think that's the way to go. Yeah, so that'll be on our list of things to do here. So in order to do that, we're going to need the solium. dagger, which is just a mystical tool rod, which is a stick with those shard things around it. That's super easy to do. Do that right now. Boom. And then we need two pieces of this solium. How do we get that? How do we get this? Solium dust, which is soul dust and prudentium. Soul stone. So we need smooth stone and soul sand. That gives us 8 of those. I'm assuming one block of that breaks into one of these. Okay, so let's see if we can't make some of this stuff right here. Nice. And then how do we get this stuff? We craft it. So we just smelt these into that. Okay. Furnace only. So that should give us some of this. Yeah, that was something else I did. Especially after I upgraded this reactor, it was burning through a lot more fuel. So I put this chest on here, just pulling yellorium out into the receptacle here. I need to add another one somewhere. I can put it here, wherever really, and set it to outlet mode. So I have one for in and one for out, and I can have another one hooked up to a chest or something that pulls the waste out. Because what happens is, if you don't take it out, it starts to fill up the cores, and it lowers your output. Or if it gets completely full, it'll just stop the reactor altogether. So I've just been throwing them in here. Another cool thing you can do, whoops, let's get that guy back. Another cool thing you can do with this stuff is take it and just craft it into a square like this. So eight of the waste cyanite turns into plutonium, which is another fuel material. Just throw that stuff back in here. So it's just a way to repurpose the waste back into usable fuel. So that's cool. Let me go ahead and grab some manulin, fix this sword. Also, I think this stuff should be done. So then, that was the alloy smelter to get to this, right? Soul dust. Okay, so I need prudentium. And put that stuff in there. So this should give me that, right? It's only enough for one piece. Alright. So I need... Let me make... I don't know how much... This 32 sounds good. Screw it. Oops. Gotta put that in here. Then I craft that into that, and then smelt that into... Is that considered an alloy, or is that just furnace? I guess it's furnace, huh? Yeah. Okay, then just smelt that in. Okay. We can do that. Hurry up, guy. So let's make, like, I don't know, just to make a couple of them. 30's more than we need, but that's fine. We'll use it at some point for sure. Put that other stuff in there. Craft this up. That should give us a couple. There we go. 7's good. I don't really need 7, but I'm sure we could find a use for that at some point. I only need 2 right now. Boom, boom, boom. Out go the lights. There goes the dagger. So we needed a tier 5. We needed 5 tier 5 chunks to make the whatever we were looking at. what were we looking at? Wither essence. So we need 5 of these tier 5 chunks, which is a tier 5 chunk and 2 wither skulls. Makes 1 wither chunk, and we needed 4 of those? Yeah. So we need 8 wither skulls and 4 tier 5 chunks. So what we can do to get those is just start murdering these these animals, and they should start dropping us chunks. I'm not sure which ones are what tier. I'm pretty sure sheep are tier 2. Not sure about cows or pigs. I don't think chickens drop in chunks, but we'll kill those two, because why not? Die chicken, die chicken. And let's see. So the pigs are tier 2, that's good. Chickens are, oh, chickens do have chunk, so tier 2. Those are 2 tier 2s. Just check and make sure this thing didn't pick up anything. Nah. How did these rabbits get out? Whatever. Die, rabbits. That's a tier 3 chunk. That'll work too, because what we can do is we can cook these things down into like just base chunks, meaning that they're not, you know, it's not a pig or a chicken or whatever kind of chunk. It's just a tier whatever chunk with no preference as to what kind of chunk it was or is. And to do that, you just throw them in a furnace, and they smelt down into base chunks. So then you can craft, you can just craft the chunks up like you do the seeds or anything else with the mystical agriculture. So if we look at these chunks, mystical chunk. So tier 1 is just a tier 1 chunk. There's no other way to get it except for from zombies. And then you just craft them up to the next level tier that you're looking for. So that's cool. I need 1 more tier. So what I might do is just hop in the nether here. Let's see if we can come up with another chunk real quick. Another thing you can do is take the spikes out of the mob farm and just kill the mobs in the mob farm like we were doing at the beginning of the series. No chunks. You can get chunks that way too. It's just, I don't know, it's just as easy to do this, really. Not specifically this, but like go over to a fortress and start whacking away at some enemies. Give me some chunks. Jerk. Nah. Lame. Okay. So I'm not sure what happened to my map there. Why it's not showing me anything anymore, but that's alright. Here we go. That happens sometimes. I'm not really sure why. Just something weird with that mod. First things first is we want to get these stupid blazes out of here. Man, there's a ton of them too. Because they're just going to cause us grief. The skeletons are almost as bad. The regular ones with the bow and arrows, that is. Ah, of course that one was compressed. As if we didn't have enough of these stupid things flying around. Shoot fireballs at us. That's cool, bro. I like fireballs. Give them all to me. Thank you. Now, let's see if... Don't fall off the edge. I got something. It wasn't a chunk, though. Where did he come from? Ah, I thought I got all these guys. Damn it. I need to come in here and, like, pick up all the stupid blaze spawners so they don't spawn. I think that's how it works. I don't think the spawners actually respawn. So you can either break them or you can just pick them up and move them away and put them in a chest or something where they won't spawn anything. It's actually another one of the achievements. Is to move. I think it wants you to pick up like 5 blaze spawners and take them away from here for some reason. You could technically make a blaze farm. I don't think we really need to do that with the mystical agriculture, and also with the blaze chickens now. In the early versions of this, like Sky Factory 1, I think you needed a blaze farm to do some things. Alright, come on. That's the one thing about this Solium dagger is the damage sucks. So it takes forever to kill things. I'm not 100% sure, but there might be a way to add this, whatever, the mob chunk gathering enchantment to like Tinker's Tools. That might be something to look into. Really don't need too many of these chunks though, I don't think. Just a few things. Come on. Die. Alright, did I get a chunk? I got experience. Nice, I got a zombie chunk. Perfect, that's all I need. Let me out. Damn, even my waypoint is gone. What's up with that? Oh well. We can just do that again. It's not teleport yet. Thank you. New portal. There we go. Alright. So cool beans. We got our chunks. So we can make our Wither Skellington essence thing. Make a seed out of that, start growing that, collecting that stuff. So that's cool. Awesome. Cool beans. We got a couple withers under our belt now. Let's look at the old, I don't know why I'm typing range into that. That doesn't mean anything to me. Let me find this. Let's take a walk through the old book here and see what we've accomplished. It's been a while since we've looked at it. Let me eat up some food real quick first. Or really wasn't paying attention to how almost dead I was. So yeah, it looks like I already clicked this one off. 16 by 16 by 16 chest. Dimlet parcel. Level up a Tinker's Tool. Diamond hammer. That's something we can do with these Wither Stars, is build an unbreakable wand. It's not something I want to consider right away. At least until we can like automate growing withers. Kill a wither, done that. Yeah, here's the blaze spawner thing. I don't know why we would need them, but it's in the book, so we'll do it just to make the book happy. We did this to get the, we didn't have to, but we did that to make a little platform for spawning those things. We've done this. I haven't done this yet. That's just one of those things that's more novelty than anything. As soon as we get the pieces, we could pretty much go to the end whenever we want now. It's all we're waiting for is to have the those portal pieces to make the portal. We did this with the sword. Nothing there. Nothing there yet. This might be something to think about real soon. Making some draconic armor. Maybe the tools. Not really concerned about the tools so much anymore. Or at all, ever. This is something like I was talking about. We can make a... I'll have to look it up and figure out how it works before I even attempt it. Maybe even build one just like in a creative world just to get a feel for it. And I think that's about it. Get 20 different chickens. Do I have 20? I bet I do. I'm gonna click it off anyway. I'm pretty sure I have chickens, that many chickens. IO farming station with automatic capacitors which automate 20 different crops. I'm close to that, actually. Anyway, that'll do it for today. I'll have to decide which way I want to go with this. I want to definitely go ahead and get the wither seeds growing. I might do some more farming of the withers and get some more nether stars to make at least enough to make the might do the draconic armor next time. That stuff's pretty cool. Anyway, hope everybody's having a great day. We'll catch you on the next one, and we'll see you later, people.